Okay, today I'm going to show you how I did my intake mod for this car. This is the 3.6 variable valve timing engine. And here's the airbox. I'm going to remove that clamp, or at least loosen it. Going to remove that line right there. Just loosen it, get it out of the way. Remove these few screws and this. That as well to get the airbox out, and I'll show you where I made the precise cut to give the air filter box more airflow, and it's on the dirty side of the airbox. This side here, this is the clean side. Clean side of the airbox goes to the intake of the engine. The underside of the airbox is the dirty side, and that's where I'm going to make the precise cut, and I'll show you where I did it. Right next to the factory hole, which is rather small and doesn't get enough air into the engine at all RPMs. So I will show you this. Okay, I'm pulled the airbox out of the way. Pull the air cleaner. Get the air cleaner out of the way. And here is the bottom part of the airbox. There's the factory hole, and right next to it, I cut an additional hole. Factory hole, and right next to it, I've removed that much more of the airbox. Right next to the factory hole, so it's breathing essentially out of the whole airbox instead of just the factory intake hole. Now I'm going to pull out the airbox. There's the factory hole it breathes out of. Here's my airbox right here. Factory hole. And here's the extra. Now you're looking at the box from outside. Here's where I cut. Factory air hole. And I cut extra on the box. Okay, here's the whole factory airbox. There's the factory hole in this whole huge airbox, and then right next to the factory hole, I cut an additional area. So now both of these areas get airflow. I'll turn it to the side so you can see it better. Here again is the factory intake hole, and here's the additional hole I put in the box. You can see it right there. From another view, another view. There it is. There's the factory air hole. And there's the additional hole I made. Factory hole. And there's the additional hole I made. I cut that out of the box, so it's breathing out of almost the entire air cleaner. Because these two holes combined together is a lot of intake area to breathe. Look at all that. That's a lot of intake area. Lot of intake area. Here you can see it a little better. Look at all that intake area. And here's how it sits in the car. It sits in the engine bay like this. There's the whole airbox, factory hole, additional hole. So as you can see, this airbox gets a lot more air than the factory. That's the factory hole, the additional. So both of those together equals a lot of breathing area, and it's in the downward facing position, so it's only going to pull cold air. So this is the way that you can do a free air intake a free cold air intake with a lot more a lot more intake area than you had for the factory. Look how nice that is. I'll show it to you from other views. There's another view of it. There's another view, factory hole, additional hole. Look at it like this, factory and addition. You can see how big that is. That's the whole airbox. Another view. See the factory and the additional hole. As you can see, show you all the different angles. It's quite easy to do. All I did was cut here and there and there and up here with a saw and opened all that area. Well, I'm going to go put the air intake back in, and that'll be it for the intake. Now, I've also improved the exhaust. I made a change to the exhaust system as well. I'm going to show you a few pictures of the underside of the exhaust under the car. I will show you what I did under the car. Okay, basically goes 2 to 1, and I removed the mid muffler, and here's the straight pipe right there. Basically removed the mid muffler and replaced it with a straight pipe. See the straight pipe? It goes all the way there. So instead of a very long restrictive muffler, it's got a nice straight pipe where the muffler used to be. And the only mufflers, I'll let you look at the other part of the exhaust here. The only mufflers are the two at the back, one on each side. There's 2 mufflers, one on each side. Comes right here. Here we go. Here's one of the mufflers. It's a Flow Monster. Very nice muffler. Stealth right under the car. And if you look at the other side, you can see the other muffler. Nice and stealth. One on each side. See the Flow Monsters. 1 chamber muffler. So basically it goes from the 2 catalytic converters to the straight pipe that bypasses the mid muffler. There it is right there, the mid muffler bypass. Then it goes back to 2 and 1 Flow Monster per side. So it's pretty much 2 cats, pipe, 2 Flow Monster, 1 chamber mufflers. There's my update to the exhaust. Part 2 to the exhaust. Because I also deleted the mid muffler. So now it's nice and free flow now. It's even a little louder, but the power and the fuel economy are even more improved. Well, I hope you like this video, and you have yourself a great day.